Hello everyone. Today we're going to be taking the 403rd derivative of sine 2x plus pi. Now, at first this might just seem like a lot of derivatives and a lot of work, but I think we can actually just exploit the periodicity of sine, the fact that when you differentiate sine a few times you get sine again. We can exploit that to find the 403rd derivative with, relatively less work than before. So the one thing I notice about sine is that when I take the derivative of sine, it becomes cos. Then take the derivative again, it becomes minus sine. And then one more time becomes cos. So the trick would be to take the first few derivatives and see if we can spot a pattern here. So I'm just going to start off by taking the first few derivatives. We have f prime, f double prime, f triple prime, and the fourth derivative. So the first derivative is going to be 2 cos 2x plus pi. Then we're going to get minus 2 squared. Then taking the derivative again, we get minus 2 cubed. And then finally, cos becomes minus 2, so now I took the derivative 4 times because I know that after a certain amount of derivatives, we approach sine again. And I didn't want to just leave it at the second derivative because of this minus sign, and I wanted it to go away. So I just took 2 more derivatives. Now, when I look at this function, I notice that this part is essentially just f of x. So I can rewrite this function. The fourth derivative is just 2 to the power of 4 times f of x. Now, we can do this 4 more times and we'll arrive at the same thing. So if we took the 8th derivative, it would be f to the 8 equals 2 to the power of 8 times f of x. Again, we could just have done the same thing, 4 more times. We could have done f of 12 is equal to 2 to the power of 12 f of x. And we can just keep taking this derivative again and again and again. So the goal here would be to spot a pattern, which then we can apply for how many of our derivatives that we want. So just looking at this now, I see that we're timesing by 4 every time. So we could do f of 4k equals 2 to the power of 4k times f of x, which is also equal to 2 to the power of 4k times sine 2x plus pi. So this jump was really just continuously doing this and trying to guess what the pattern is. So now that we have this pattern, we want to find the 403rd derivative, but 4k is not directly divisible by 403rd. But fortunately for us, we know how to take derivatives once we've reached a certain point. So if we just choose k to equal 100, then we're going to get the 400th derivative. And once we have the 400th derivative, we can just take 3 more derivatives and find the answer we need. So the 400th derivative is just 2 to the power of 400 times sine 2x plus pi. This is just using our formula from above. Now all that's left for us to do is to just take the derivative 3 more times, and then we should arrive at our answer. So let's do 401, 402, and 403. So 401 should be, the 2 comes out, so sine becomes cos. Once again, the same thing happens, but because we have cos, we have to add a minus sign because the derivative of cos is minus sine. Minus sine, yeah. And the derivative of sine is just cos, and we take the 2 out because of the chain rule. So one more time, we get 403 times cos 2x plus pi. And that is our final answer.